My name is Barry. This is my wife, Jennifer. This is our oldest son, Kenny, in the orange. This is our son, Grady, in the white. Rachel's in the green, and Samuel's in the striped. And our kids are 10 years old all the way to a baby. We relocated to St. Louis recently and sought out a functional medicine doctor and heard good things about Dr. Jeremy. My wife, in fact, did most of the research, or all of the research, and found it because we had been seeing a functional medicine doctor in South Dakota. And we wanted to find someone who had similar principles and similar practice to what we had been used to. So when we first arrived, you can imagine we had a lot of stress relocating 4 kids. And so it was taking a toll on the family, all individuals, especially mom and dad. And so we had a myriad of issues that we wanted to work on. For myself, just starting, what I have most detail of is I was not sleeping through the night because I had pain in my abdomen, which Dr. Jeremy, after much investigation, figured out that it was a gallbladder issue, and further, or deeper than that even, was a liver issue. And so we've been working on that since December, and now rather than waking up between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, which I'd been doing for about the last 3 years, now I sleep through the night. So it was just in time for when Samuel was born, because now he can wake us up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But that's been a major finding, and I'm feeling much better because of that. Along with that, I had chronic pain in my joints throughout my body, and at one time I thought it was muscle pain, but even with lots of stretching and exercise, it wasn't relieved, and he found that it was heavy metal toxicity. So now I'm on a program to recover that, and what's amazing is I've seen results in the first couple of weeks where adjustments were much more profound, and I feel much better. So I'm excited that every week that passes I feel better, sleeping better, and I'm looking forward to the future when I'll be able to become more physically active and exercise and playing sports with my kids as they grow.
I think also too, our kids are much healthier. We all have improved energy levels, and we've just seen a general overall wellness with our children in behavior and their attention at school, and especially their physical activity. Our oldest son, Kenny, has autism, and we have also seen a decrease in some of the symptoms that were problematic for him at school, things that would prevent him from being real comfortable in social setting. We have a little ways to go yet, of course, with some of those symptoms, but since he started seeing Dr. Jeremy, he has been healthier, he's been more social. Even at school, he's doing very well in school, and we've just been so happy in the results that we've seen with Kenny, and excited for the future too, because we know it's only going to be getting better.
And we've seen near-term results, and we're looking forward to the long-term results, but Kenny used to eat an enormous amount of food, and so what we've seen since we started coming here is, one, Dr. Jeremy working on Kenny's gastrointestinal issues, one being parasites, another one being, it wasn't fungus, but it was just a lack of ability to adjust his food properly. And what's exciting is that he's eating much less than he used to, and he's gaining weight. And so he has less inflammation. We can see that throughout his body, in his face, and his arms, and his legs. And I know in his joints too, because he's running differently. His gait has changed, how he runs around the house and the yard. And that's been a great thing, that he's using his food better. It helps the food bill, but it's more important that it helps him feel better. He doesn't have to eat so much food to be full, and he's not hungry all the time, so he's a happier little boy.
He's sleeping through the night too, which is wonderful, and he's seeking out kids to in social settings to play with him, which is something that we didn't see before. Originally, when we had moved to the St. Louis area, before moving to St. Louis, we had seen a kinesiologist, and he did wonderful things for our family. But when we moved to this area, our search was very, very specific. We just didn't want any chiropractor. We were looking for a kinesiologist, and And I remember my first appointment with Dr. Jeremy. I scheduled my appointment first before I scheduled the kids because I wanted to make sure he was the real deal. And he took a lot of time with me, and that's the thing that I really appreciate about Dr. Jeremy is he takes time to listen to your problems, more specifically your symptoms, and improves your health based on what you say. And anything that you say, it's not crazy to him. He wants to know all those details. So after that first appointment, I knew he was the real deal, and that's when we all started seeing Dr. Jeremy. We've just had a wonderful experience.
And the reason why we first started seeing a functional medicine doctor in South Dakota was because we, when our son was, he was 4 years old when he was first diagnosed with autism. And my wife did a tremendous amount of research on different doctors, therapies, that type of thing. And we were frustrated with the results. And we were told that certain things like our son was going to have a higher tendency for suicide. Mm-hmm. He was going to never be able to say, I love you. He was going to struggle socially for the rest of his life. We didn't appreciate those types of opinions, and we thought there has to be something more. The body that we have has an incredible ability to heal itself, and so then Jennifer did a tremendous amount of research, and in fact through a local family who she's become very close friends with, or we all have, we were referred to the applied kinesiologist doctor in South Dakota. And so I was skeptical at first because I'd been seeing a chiropractor for many years. I've got a chronic back pain and leg pain, and I thought, what makes him so special? And so I challenged him the first appointment we went to. It was in the fall of 2008, and I had not been feeling good. I had lost weight. I was in poor health, and he immediately in the first appointment was able to tell me why I had chronic lower back pain, and just by using applied kinesiology. Since then, I've become an outspoken advocate because I believe in it, and I've encouraged my family, my extended family members to take a look at it and consider it because of the results that we've had. So that set our expectations quite high because of our experience in South Dakota. We saw that doctor for 4 years. In fact, because we moved in October of 2012. And so that set very high expectations. And so when Jennifer was seeking out a doctor here, she knew exactly what she wanted. And so it took quite a bit of research online. And like she said, the first interview, it was an appointment, but it was really an interview to see if Dr. Jeremy is the right doctor for us. And so I very much appreciate what she's done for our family, all the research and time it's taken, and I'm glad that she found Dr. Jeremy. And what's humorous is that he asked us when we first started coming here, how did you find me? And it was the research Jennifer did on the internet, going through multiple sites of different chiropractors in the area, that she came upon him, and when she read about his story, she said, I think this is the doctor for us.